first topic that we want to cover in this position, this is known as the mount position, is what we call the table theory. It's how to keep a good mount base. I want you to think of yourself as a table, but instead of 4 legs, you have 6. You have 3 on each side. And your 3 legs on each side are your arms on each side, your knees, and your feet on both sides. Okay? You're going to keep at least 2 of the 3 on each side at all times. For instance, if your opponent's trying to push you off, you'll be able to post out with any 2 at any given time. It'll keep you in a good base from the mount. Now, you're going to have opponents that are going to do different things to try to push you off. And there's one distinct thing that it's hard for beginners to get a grasp of, but one thing that's going to really advance your grappling more than anything, and that's just staying fluid. Now, staying fluid, the best way I know how to describe it, I teach the kids class this, is that I tell them to lay down flat on their back. And I say, if I laid a mattress down on top of you, could you push it off of you? And they all say, well, yeah, of course I could. I say, okay, well, if I laid a waterbed down on top of you, then could you push it off of you? And they all say, no, because when they lift one side, the other side's falling. They can never lift it all at once. That's how you want to keep your body. You want to keep your body like a waterbed. All right, so I'm here. I've got good base. I've got, the tables of the legs out. Legs of the table, rather. As my opponent is trying to push me up, I just want to keep my body fluid. So if he's trying to bench press me, I can just move. Okay, keep going. I can just kind of move my body around to where I'm just really hard to lift. If I'm muscled up and I'm staying just as firm as I can, when my opponent goes to lift me, he's going to push me straight up. That's not what I want. Okay? So the biggest thing that you'll need to learn from here is to relax, to keep your body in a fluid-like state. You want to be as relaxed as possible, as low as possible, with a good base. That way when your opponent, when he bucks his hips, go ahead, you have a good way to break the sweep that he's trying to use, and you have a good way to maintain your position in the mount here. It's a very dominant position, both in submission grappling and mixed martial arts. You can tell why in an MMA bout. I can hit him, he can't really hit me effectively. I've got gravity working with me. You see a lot of fights end from this position because of the different available options that the person on top has. Again, this is called the mount. And you want to stay as a table with 6 legs, and your body is a waterbed. Okay? That's the analogy you need to think of while you start working from this position.